Attorney Jonathan Elson, reminding you that if you've been injured in an auto accident, it's important to have somebody on your side. When you need a lawyer,
then you need Nelson.
The agenda item began with a statement from District Attorney Chris Arabia.
Madam Chair, may I briefly?
Oh, of course. May we hear from the DA first?
Thank you. I just wanted to put on the record that this item did not pass legal review.
There was a great deal of citizen comment at the meeting in support of sending the resolution and ending the state of emergency.
I urge this body to realize that each of us will act in our own best self-interest. Each individual will take precautions that they deem fit, and that is the best solution. Commissioners, you do not have to plan anything. I say end the fear. Let's get on with life. Open the county.
When enacted, the declaration was meant to open access to the state's emergency resources and ensure that these resources were at the state's disposal to respond to the COVID crisis. Many associate the state of emergency declaration with the quarantine, the stay-at-home order, and the closing of essential businesses. But it did do more. Because of the state of emergency that was declared in Nevada and across states in the nation, the federal government created the CARES Act that provided funding to state and local government programs for children, families, seniors, law enforcement, and healthcare providers. Part of the funding the state received included an estimated $1 billion that was distributed directly to entities within Nevada. Outside of the CARES Act, Nevada has received over $1 million in federal appropriations and grant funding since the beginning of the pandemic in support of frontline workers and vital safety programs. Because of the state declaration of emergency, there has been no-cost COVID testing as well as vaccinations provided to Nevadans. In January, both Governor Steve Sisolak and Attorney General Aaron Ford stated that resolutions that were passed by Lyon, White Pine, Eureka, and Elko counties have no force of law and cannot override the governor's emergency directives. They further stated that the directives have been issued under state law and upheld in courts several times. District Attorney Chris Arabia expressed his concerns once again.
It sounds like it's implying basically that we're going to disregard the state government. And you can put that in the resolution and you can vote for it. Just make sure you understand that that's how that's going to be interpreted.
Edits to the resolution were completed. Before taking the vote, Commissioner Carboni wanted those in attendance to realize that there could be consequences that come with asking for the termination of the Governor's Act.
So, a couple of questions for all you guys, and that's also the people in the public. Just want to make sure, if you're asking us as commissions to do what this resolution says, or even the next item, responsibility is all on you. Okay, that you're asking us to go do that and we're allowing it. Let's say if we agree. So that means whatever financial responsibilities come from this, you also are responsible for it. Just remember those things when you start talking about what you want to do. Just because we're telling him, the governor, that we don't like what he's doing doesn't mean he's going to stop sending his people here to evaluate us and also to fine us. So the financial responsibilities is back to us and back to the people. So just remember that. I know people out there are probably thinking, so what? But if you have a business and we tell you to go in there and open that business 100%, and you take off all your masks or you leave your mask on or whichever, and you get evaluated, somebody gives you a fine, that's going to be your fine, not the county's fine. Just remember, you're asking us to do this and we're going to oblige your request. So it's not going to be our responsibility. Just letting you understand, responsibility lies on who's requesting it, and we're going to support it. Just remember that.
The commissioners approved the rewrite of the resolution 5-0. They will sign it and send it to the office of the governor.